Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pre match show ahead of the highly anticipated first T20I between India and Afghanistan. In what marks a historic occasion, this series stands as the maiden white ball face off between the two cricketing nations. The return of stalwarts like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli to the T20I squad has injected fresh energy into the Indian lineup, setting the stage for an intriguing battle against Ibrahim Zadran led Afghanistan. With the spotlight on India's opening pair, the formidable Rohit Sharma and the explosive Yashasvi Jaiswal, questions arise about their potential impact and the team's batting strategy, especially with Virat Kohli's absence for the first game. Let me introduce my guests. Devashish Sen is joining us along with Ishan Shahane and Shubhayan Chakravarti. Shubhayan, why don't you go first? How significant is this bilateral series between India and Afghanistan, considering it's their first ever white ball series against each other?
Oh, it's going to be an important series because this is the last bilateral series for India ahead of the T20 World Cup. Just to give a context, why it is so important, India are playing only three T20Is before the T20 World Cup, whereas Pakistan will play 16 T20Is before the T20 World Cup. So you can
Wow.
understand the significance of this series, and of course. All eyes will be on Rohit and Virat, although Virat is not present for this T20I. But yes, the big duo of Rohit Sharma, Rohit's captaincy, Rohit's intent up front, everything will be extremely significant, especially and also the bowling department, how the second batch of Pacers are doing in this series.
Absolutely, and we've got the toss update. India has won the toss and elected to bowl first. Rohit has said that they are chasing and there's no particular reason for it. The pitch doesn't change much and they want to chase. Devashish, how are you feeling about this toss?
I think it's a good toss to win, especially during this time there will be a lot of dew. Means we have seen temperatures means as cool as
Oh,
7 degrees. Means we saw the little bit earlier the Deep Dasgupta and Nick Knight and
yes.
yesterday Rahul Dravid. The picture that was going viral was Rahul Dravid winning that monkey, some sort of beanie cap kind of a thing, and everyone was in their glove. Even BCCI also shared a video with the players expressing
Yeah, Akshar
how
Patel.
chilly it has been. Yes, so I think it's a good toss to win, especially bowling second. It will be difficult for the spinners to grip the ball. So good toss.
Yes, and Ishan, how do you see this series? Will it be an important one for the youngsters?
Yes, it has to be Gagi because again, this will be trial and error. The Indians can possibly experiment in the series for that T20 squad, which will happen later on in the year. So obviously, this series will give the platform for the youngsters to go out there and express themselves fully. So there will be pressure, but having said that, there will be comparatively less pressure because this is an opportunity for them to perform and do well. And I think everyone knows that if they perform really well in the series, they can possibly have an impact which can leave them with the potential of being in the side for that World Cup. So everyone will be looking to perform together, and I think it'll be healthy competition in that squad, which is what the team really needs at the moment. So overall, it's going to be pressure on the youngsters, but again, executing under pressure is something that they'll have to do.
Absolutely. And Shubha, and going back to you, Rahul Dravid has confirmed, Rohit Sharma and Yashasvi Jaiswal as India's first choice opener. How do you see this pairing influencing India's batting strategy, especially in the power play?
I think both of them will go hard, and this is no secret under Rohit's captaincy since he took over. Although last year was mainly ODI World Cup year, but still the kind of intent he has shown, Rohit himself has shown up the order in T20 cricket. It's going to be a no-brainer that all the batters are going to go all out in their batting template. And who better than Yashasvi and Rohit, two Mumbai batters. Rohit knows Yashasvi pretty well now. They have both opened in Test cricket also, so there's a bit of a bonding and chemistry between the two. So yes, I think both of to go hard from ball one.
Oh,
So he will.
yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, go on.
I
You had
think I think
Yeah,
disconnected for a
if
second.
I may just interrupt, sorry, Subhain, just
yeah.
I think Yashasvi Jaiswal is missing this T20 international. He has a right groin injury, and so
Yes, he
that's
has.
a that's a
He's missing out.
big
Yes.
big blow.
Oh,
So it actually
Sanju, Avesh, and Yashasvi are missing out. Yes.
Ray,
yes.
Sanju, Avesh, and Yashasvi. are
There
missing
we
out.
have
So
it.
Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma will open the batting, and
Yes.
Tilak Verma will
Mhm.
go in at number 3.
Hmm.
Yes. So, Shubhayan, you were saying?
Yeah, I think still without Yashasvi also nothing changes because Shubman in the IPL also showed his different batting style attacking from the ball from ball one. Though Yashasvi I think still brings that extra bit of attacking batting up in the order, but Shubman is well capable of doing what he does. So nothing changes whether Yashasvi plays or not, whether Shubman plays or not, because the message from the team management will be clear that you have to go hard in the power play and score as many runs as possible.
Ishan, how excited are you to see Tilak Verma at number 3 for India?
Oh, extremely excited, Gagi. I think he'll be perfectly suited for that position, and he's someone who will keep the tempo. So if Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma get off to a flyer, Tilak Verma is a kind of batsman who will keep the tempo. He's aggressive by itself. He's a very aggressive batsman by nature, and a left-hander as well. So obviously, the Indians would want someone like that in the squad. And again, he's only gotten better, and I think he's someone that the Indians will definitely rely on in that World Cup as well. So this is a perfect opportunity for him just to go out there, express himself, and have some fun. Even if he makes some mistakes, I think it'll be trial and error. It's not permanent because this is still a series where you can possibly make mistakes and then learn from that. Just before the World Cup. So Tilak Verma, I think, holds the key because the number 3 position is extremely important. In the past we had someone like Suresh Raina who did the job for you. Tilak Verma is actually very similar to Suresh Raina. So if I'm not saying he can be the next Suresh Raina, but he can definitely be the first Tilak Verma.
Yes, and when it comes to Afghanistan, I'm looking at Zadran's quotes here after the toss, and Noor Ahmed is not playing. Sharafuddin, Farid Ahmed, and Rashid Khan are also not playing, of course. And he has forgotten the rest of the two names, so he has not specified, but we'll find out soon enough. But Shubha and Debashish, how do you see this Afghanistan lineup? Because you can't be underestimating any opponent.
Yeah, they are a decent side, but I would just like to add to that Tilak Verma debate.
Yes,
When Virat Kohli comes in next match, where will
he's
Tilak
gone.
Verma play? Where do you play him? And it's a very, very important
In the
3-match
nets,
series for Tilak Verma. And because when Hardik Pandya, Surya Kumar Yadav, Shreyas Iyer, if he is available, if the selectors feel that he is good enough to play T20 format, where do you get Tilak Verma in that playing 11? So it's going to be very, very tricky as far as Tilak Verma is concerned. It's a very, very important series, but he has to score runs. Means if he has any semblance of a chance so as to cement a place in that T20 squad, if at least the 15-member squad, he has to score big in this series. Otherwise, I don't see him playing in boarding the flight to the Caribbean for the World Cup.
absolutely. And Jitesh Sharma coming into this squad, Shubha, and how are you feeling about Jitesh and his batting? Rinku Sharma and Jitesh Sharma. Rinku Singh and
Rinku
Jitesh
Singh.
Sharma, you've got two solid finishers over there.
Firstly, Jitesh never went out. He played the last T20I series also. So he stays in the 11. We can say that.
Yeah.
But yes, I think at number 6, number 7 role, I've said it in the past as well. If you are looking at a specific wicketkeeper role for that number 6, number 7, then there's no one better than Jitesh Sharma at this moment because he has played that role for the last few years in the IPL for his domestic side. Domestic side, not that much, but yes, he loved to bat down the order. When he came here in Kolkata for the Peace and Trophy, he was batting down the order because that's the role he wants to play in. That's the role he wants to master, and he has. See, at number 6, number 7, it's all about 5 to 10 balls. You have to score as many runs as possible, and Jitesh has that capability. I'm not too sure about Sanju Samson in that role because he likes to take a couple of balls, couple of overs before he gets going, and that too with no guarantee. Even for Jitesh, there is no guarantee, but at least he will not waste a couple of overs and then get out. So it's all about going hard from ball one. If he face 3 deliveries, you will get 10 runs. If he face 20 deliveries, you will get 50 runs. So that's the positive with Jitesh Sharma. He won't waste deliveries for you down the order. So that gives a lot of confidence to the top order batters also that we have a batter at number 6, number 7, who will take only 5 balls to finish a match off, even if we need 20 runs to win. So that's a huge positive for the Indian team playing Jitesh at number 6.
Yes, and focusing on the Afghanistan lineup a little bit, in the absence of Rashid Khan, who are the key players that you think Afghanistan will rely on, Devashish?
Yeah, obviously, I would love to see Naveenul Haq means because the conditions will somewhat suit the fast bowlers. But strange it might sound because the Indian team, as far as the Indian 11 is concerned, there are only two fast bowlers in that side, and it is stacked with three spinners. I don't know what's the team as of now. If someone could please share the Afghanistan team, but
It's
uh,
Yeah,
it's on the
yes,
bottom. See,
I'll show you. I'll show you. Yeah,
right.
Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Ibrahim Zadran, Rahmat Shah, Azmatullah Omarzai, Mohammad Nabi, Najibullah Zadran, Kareem Janat, Gulbadin Naif, Fazaluk Faruqi, Naveenul Haq, and Mujibur Rahman.
Yeah, so the two fast bowlers who I am looking forward to, and especially their spinners. But then the absence of Rashid Khan is a huge stellar blow. Means obviously, so I don't know if Noor Ahmed is carrying an injury also. He
No,
did impress in
he's not playing. Yeah, he's not
so
playing.
he's also not playing. So for me, and those two bowlers are a big miss for the Afghans. But then you never know because Afghanistan has really done well as far as T20 cricket is concerned in recent times. So it's going to be a good series, competitive series. But I would still say India should feel favorites going ahead.
Ishan, with the Rohit Sharma has had an impressive performance in the ODI World Cup. How do you expect him to transition his form into T20 cricket?
I think he's going to play the same way because even in the ODI format, he was playing like he was playing a T20 game. So I think he's going to go out there and start smashing it. And I don't think he should change anything about his batting at the moment. A lot of people have been critical that he should, set the tempo, which he does, but then not lose control. But having said that, I don't really think he's lost control, Gagi. Like even in that final, he was going to play a shot which was towards the right direction. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. Overall, he has to keep the same tempo and continue to play shots. That's his natural game. And if he continues to do that, I think the team will benefit because you want to get off to a good start and you want your captain to do that for you from the very beginning. So Rohit Sharma has that responsibility and he shouldn't change the thing. I think he should continue the way he's been batting and look to take it on to the bowlers, which is very important.
Yes, and Shubha, and with the Hardik Pandya and Surya Kumar Yadav out of this series, do you think there will be a void, or do you think we have capable enough players to, sort of step up and take the challenge?
Yeah, before I answer, so Yashasvi Jaiswal misses out due to a sore left shoulder. That's the word coming from the BCCI. So yes, and talking about the two players you mentioned, see, Devashish and I, when we were in the ODI World Cup, we clearly said one thing that you have replacements for every player in this squad in this lineup, but you don't have a replacement for one player, that is Hardik Pandya. Let's be very honest about it. You can say as many things about the way he carries himself, etc., etc., his off the field life, his transfer to Mumbai Indians. You can have any opinion around that, but one opinion is clear that view is clear that you don't have a replacement for Hardik Pandya. You can have a Shivam Dube in your lineup if he can give you a couple of overs if you need, but he's not clocking 140. He's not bowling with the new ball. He won't give you a calm and composed batting at number four, and he can bat at the deep as well. So Hardik Pandya can play any sort of role you want him to play, and the experience he brings, the big match mentality he brings, it's unmatchable. So Shivam Dube, okay, he has done really well for Mumbai for CSK, but he's not your Hardik Pandya. Let's be honest about it.
100%, I totally agree with you, man. There is no replacement for Hardik Pandya in this Indian squad.
Yes, but when you think about it, why is it that the Indian team hasn't found someone like a Hardik Pandya yet? What's going wrong? Like, is it? I don't know. If you think about it, it's really wild that you don't have anyone similar of that caliber.
I think Gagi producing good all rounders is rare, and I think that's where the Indians have to invest more in and possibly look at even in the IPL to find players who can really bowl at 140 and also smash the ball a long way. So obviously Shivam Dube is someone who can do that, but again, like how Shubhan mentioned, he can't bowl at 140. So that's the X factor. If you have someone who can bowl at express pace and also come down the order and hit it a long way, that makes a difference. So the Indians haven't managed finding too many all rounders. Hardik Pandya is an exception that has come after a long time as well. So I think it's time to invest more in these all rounders and help them groom for the future, which is the key here.
Yeah, just to add
Yes.
on that, you have only had two proper pace bowling all-rounders in the history of Indian cricket, like blockbuster players. One is Kapil Dev, second is Hardik Pandya. So you can sense the rarity of producing pace bowling
And
all-rounders.
with due respect to Rod Shardul,
Oh my God.
No, with due respect to everyone, everyone
I
in that
don't know
category,
every time
Vijay
what is
Shankar
so
as well.
special about Lord Shardul Thakur. Every time means there is so much of talk, he suddenly gets into the playing 11, suddenly he plays in a match. Don't know.
And suddenly he will break you partnerships. He will score some runs down the order, which he
Yes,
has not in the last few matches. But yes, he has that magical touch, as you can say.
Yes,
absolutely.
and Shubha, and
But
since you're
Gargi, I would just
yeah,
like
yeah,
to
go
add,
on.
it's clear sign from on the part of the selectors is to groom the all rounders in the side. Clearly, if you
Hmm.
look
Yes.
with Shivam Dubey, with Akshar Patel, there's definitely a clear vision going forward in the lead up to the World Cup, because you need to have players with diamond two-dimensional players. The more two-dimensional players you have in T20 format, the better it is. Means you look at sides like England, look at sides like Australia. So I think it's a very, very good move. I think one would look forward to how Akshar Patel performs. Means obviously he's
Hmm.
coming back after an injury. Someone like an Washington Sundar as well. He's a decent bat.
Yeah.
So those two cricketers will be closely watched out.
And of course, since Sanju Samson has not been, is not a part of the squad, questions like these will arise. But Shubhayan, your thoughts? Why isn't Sanju Samson in the team?
See, honestly, you don't have a spot for Sanju Samson in this playing 11. You will have to drop a Tilak Verma or a Shivam Dubey if you want to fit in a Sanju Samson in that playing 11. Let's be very clear about it. He can't. He is not your number six, number seven bat. He will play at number four, number five, number three if possible. If there's no Virat Kohli in that 11, then you can bat Sanju at number three. But otherwise, apart from that number three, four, five, you can't play Sanju Samson below that, and that is why I think he's missing out. There was an option to play Sanju as a specialist batter and make him field. He's a gun fielder as well, but I think the Indian team management with Tilak Verma and Shivam Dubey clearly want, as Debashish said, 2D players. I'm not quoting 3D players here because that has ended up becoming controversial in the past. So 2D players. I will go with Tilak Verma and Shivam Dubey, and that's I think the thought process behind it. To have someone who, if things go wrong, then you will have a backup players who can give you a couple of overs if need be.
Absolutely. And Debashish, Ishan, what are your thoughts about the spin trio? Akshar Patel, Ravi Bishnoi, Washington Sundar. How do you expect them to come good?
Yes, Gagi, I think all three of them are just lethal, and on any given day, each one of these bowlers can get you wickets. So obviously, all of them are young and they all are doing really well. So an impact will be caused by all three of them, and I think they all complement each other really well. If you see even in the IPL, all of them have done reasonably well, and all of them are complementing each other. So it's good news for Indian cricket. We've been looking to find spinners who we can really rely on, and I think these three can be that trio that can really cause a lot of damage to sides.
Yes, and finally, before we wrap up, predictions. Shubhayan, why don't you go first? Who's winning? Who's scoring
India,
goals?
India have played five matches against Afghanistan. Four they have won. One match has ended up as a tied match. So certainly, I'm not going for a tied prediction here. I'm going with the India win.
India win, and how much do Afghanistan make? We'll take that as prediction also.
Oof, Mohali, new ball, Arshdeep and Mukesh. I think I'll go with 120, 130. I think they will wrap up Afghanistan before that.
That's pretty low. Debashish, how much will Afghanistan make, and who will win?
Whatever they post, India will chase it. India will chase it
That's
against because,
the number, no?
because see,
That's the best prediction. That's the best prediction. No headache.
yes, whatever they post, India will chase it.
Okay, we'll take that for now.
Yes.
Ishan, come on.
I think I'll go a little higher than Shubhayan. I think I'll go 155, 160, and India will chase it. Don't worry. Sort.
Okay, and we have one
Come on,
good
Galgi,
question.
what's your prediction?
My prediction is 136 and India win it.
Why
Okay.
136? Why not 140?
No, you didn't even say a number. At least I said a
So
number.
that is the safe bet, na? I said whatever
No.
Afghanistan post, India will chase it. But you are ditto saying
Ah,
136.
we'll see how close we get. Remember all your numbers. But we have a question here, Shubhayan. If you want to take it, Siddharth Sharma here says, "Do you think impact player rule will be severely detrimental for Indian cricket and especially upcoming fast bowling all rounders? If yes, is there any news of this rule being scrapped?"
Yeah, I agree with that part, Siddharth. Yes, it will be detrimental, and we have said it in the past as well that IPL franchises will move towards more specialized players. Like they used Amit Mishra, like bowl 4 overs, get out, bring a specialist batter in, a specialist batter get out, bring in Amit Mishra for the 4 overs to bowl in the second innings, and that is very very harmful for say a Shivam Dube. Although he has been given chances by the CSK franchisee, proper batter, doesn't bowl much in the IPL, but again it is affecting his bowling. If he doesn't bowl in the IPL much, he won't grow as an all rounder. So but that is something which is detrimental for the all rounders. We have seen in the last edition as well that a lot of all rounders were not given chances because you could play a specialist batter at number 6, number 7, and then bring in a bowler at for your second innings. So yes, and but right now it was a huge hit because BCCI take evaluations from Syed Mushtaq Ali coaches, from IPL coaches, and all of them mostly like 80 to 90% have given positive reviews about it because it somewhat helps their team, not the overall structure, but their team. So they will think about their team and give their review. So that is something which the BCCI will have to think in a bigger picture, and if they are ready to scrap it, then nothing better than that. But right now there is no discussion around scrapping the impact player rule.
Absolutely. And that wraps up our conversation. We'll be back when the match ends and let's see who gets this match. Till then, stay tuned to Rev Sports.